EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And now he'll tuck it and run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 12, fellas. Here we go. Go ahead.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 46 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running right, this is Ingram. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You. Check.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 37 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will be okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander, steps away to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check 52. Check mark 33. Check mark 33. They can't hang with that.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Jackson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 18 yards, first down Niners.
11.
Here's Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here we go. 65.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They run again with Breida. And an alley to run. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Breida into the secondary again. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 51 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I got you. I got you.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete. That's Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he? Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something. And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards, and the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
57's Mike. Go. 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
21. 1, Omaha. Hey, high 7.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Lock, lock, lock.
Switch.
Now it's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
21.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.